Winning time. The rise of the Lakers. Is it the rise of the Lakers Dynasty? I think it's the rise of the Lakers Dynasty.
Rise of the Lakers Dynasty. Get it right, bro.
Oh, I'm sorry. Episode 2. Is that all there is? Jerry West, after a hard life of witnessing spousal abuse, finally wins the NBA championship. We have a little bit of a flashback to that. He ponders his victory at a bar. At the same time, a funeral is happening, and a chick asks him how he knows the person that passed.
Because he seems having a repass at a bar.
Because they're probably Irish. It seems to be some kind
Jesus, no.
Wouldn't be the first time we've seen that in a TV show.
Or maybe that's a thing. Maybe that really is a thing. If you're Irish and you're in our comments, please let us know.
Yeah.
Maybe it's foreign to me, but I mean that may be a custom to somebody else. So
or maybe it's just because it might be a place that person enjoyed, and so.
Yeah, no.
Not saying that.
Just kind of like as a general rule of thing, don't have my fucking repass in no dirty ass bar. I don't care if I died in that bar.
That'd be even more nuts.
Please don't.
But
fucking
because
class.
obviously he seems to be somber at the bar after winning an NBA championship, she thinks that he obviously knew the person, which nope, he's just celebrating his victory.
It's mental disease, yo. It's mental disease to fight that long for something and to get it, and then to just sit there and be like, damn, well, what am I gonna do next? Like, damn, bro.
It's a little depressing.
Fam. Yeah, that is soul crushing.
Jim Buss walks in on an organizational meeting with some women on his arm. Jerry West says that he needs a power forward, and states that Dr. Buss won't pay for it since he's an owner. But Dr. Buss is like,
bro,
I need a
fucking
championship.
Yeah, what are you talking about?
I'm big balling over
I
here.
see. It's always in people, man. People will sit up here and complain about what they don't have and the resources and blah, 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 blah. And I don't have this and I can't do that and I can't get here and I can't pay for this. And then you give it to them and you say, okay, what now? Literally. Literally. Give them everything. I'm going to get you here. You going to come back here. I'm going to pay for this. I'm going to pay for that. What you going to do now?
You got to perform at that point.
What are you going to do now? Are you going to get off your ass and do something?
Not Jerry West.
Are you going to get up and do something? Given every opportunity to have everything you want. Well, we'll get to that. We'll get to it. I'll have another chance to blow this up because, boy.
Dr. Buss pulls up on Red Auerbach, and Auerbach makes it clear that he only gives a fuck about winning basketball.
Red Auerbach was a motherfucker.
Yeah.
He was a motherfucker.
Boy.
Motherfucker. I hate Red Auerbach. I hated him before this, Doc. I hate him even more now. I hate him even more now.
Obviously.
I can only imagine what plan for if I'm Bill Russell, if I'm, Robert Parrish, if I'm those guys that was there while the Celtics were at their height winning championships. I don't know how. In Boston, in the 70s and 80s, in the 60s. Even in the midst of winning multiple championships over the next closest franchise in your orbit, which would have been the Lakers with Wilt, we lost to them one time in a decade.
Yeah.
Once. And still.
Yeah.
In Boston, get caught on the wrong street. Get caught on the wrong street, the wrong time of night, and somebody don't watch basketball. My God.
Yeah. Yep.
I don't know. It's a crazy thing to ponder. But yeah, no, fuck Red Auerbach.
Magic, throwing a cookout after being signed by the Lakers, gifts his mom with a new bathtub that she isn't too fond of. She's more concerned with him skipping a semester.
Man, we'll come back and do that thing, do the graduation thing in the summer. We got to get to the California hills.
I mean, the money's calling
We need
now.
to spread the magic all over the land.
Yeah.
Nah, I can see it, though. I can definitely see her being worried about how fast everything's moving and, just wondering whether or not your son has his eyes open. because a lot can get lost in them lights. A lot can get taken from you when you're not paying attention. Mm-hmm. When everything is so exciting. And we're not even just talking about obviously, I can't tell you what the number 1 overall draft pick in the NBA feels like. But just like leaving, being away from your family, 24/7, just you and your friends. That's what it feels like when you first get out there. It's like, oh, it's just about to be fun all day, every day until I can't take no more fun.
Yeah. And Magic is definitely
Magic Johnson got $500,000 and he plays for one of the most popular sports franchises in America. So just take any level of expectation that you can have for first semester of your freshman year and multiply it by about $1 million.
Yep.
That's where he at right now. So I would be worried if I was his mom too. Don't know if I'd be shitting on the soccer tub now in the 1980s now. No, that soccer tub would be nice today. Yeah.
But then she goes and brags to her friends about
right. Yeah. No, that was corny. That was corny. I've had that happen to me. Like, oh, we were just arguing about that. Now you're happy. Now you're telling stories, laughing and giggling, showing all your teeth. Ain't that about a bitch?
Right. Some of Magic's friends pitch him on Tasty Ice. That's when Cookie and her boyfriend Brian pop in to see him, and Magic starts dirty macking immediately.
Po Brian. Like, fam, come on now. Brian, talk to me, bro. You had to know. You had to know. The minute that you knew whose girl you was nicking on, you had to know.
Oh, yeah.
Like, sometimes it ain't worth the effort. Like, if you wasn't truly in love with her, if you wasn't ready to give him a stiff kick to his ACL while y'all was playing that basketball game, I don't even think that's something that you should have embarked on. Yeah. You wasn't ready to go far enough. Cause see, nigga like me, all right. And my girls. Okay, yeah, I'm about to bridge you, fam. You about to miss your whole rookie season. It's about to be over. First of all, why you getting ready to go to LA? Why you out here hooping with me anyways? You trying to disrespect me in front of a girl, like you really trying to embarrass me. So now, okay, 19-year-old me, 18, 19 years old, and you're trying to get my girl off of me.
Yeah.
And I know there's no way I could possibly compete with you on this basketball court, where you're getting drafted to the Lakers.
Number
you
1
just
overall.
Beat Larry Bird in the national championship at Michigan State. There's nothing I can do with you.
You're fucking 6'9".
I know that. You know that. Everybody watching knows that. It doesn't behoove me for me to go out here, go on my all, and have your nutsack dragging on my forehead on your way to the goddamn cup.
For sure.
So
and you're the one dirty macking.
So now let me put my 18, 19-year-old self in his shoes, and here come bro talking this, that, and the third, looking at Cookie every time he score a buck. Okay, bet. Give him the ball. Ooh, that's a nice layup. Shit, bro. You all right? Get you up. You all right? No, look this way. Focus. Put them motherfuckers together. We all right. We good. No, he good, Cookie. He good now. He understands. He gets it.
And you would be completely justified because he's the one fucking dirty.
Hey, man, look, he wasn't prepared to go where he needed to go.
No.
In that situation.
At all.
He wasn't ready for all that. So my thing is, you knew that, though. You knew that's not in you. That dog ain't in you. So why? Come on, man. Don't do that to yourself. Don't even do that to yourself.
It is what it is, man.
Yeah.
Claire Rothman is upset that Jerry Buss's homeboy went and took her books unannounced. Jerry stretched way too thin, and he doesn't want her to see it. So he reassigns her with booking the arena every night.
That's crazy. That's crazy because what ended up being just a move to try to hide the financial straits of the Lakers at that time ended up being one of the best moves he could have ever made. Because not only did you get old girl in a better position than where she was in finance, which I'm sure she was great at her job, but he needed to put on a show. He needed to sell out more than usual. Like, I'm sitting there listening to him talk about these figures and like selling out the Forum half a year is a success, and not just a success, but a stretch.
Yeah.
Like, don't expect it.
Yeah.
So them arenas used to sit empty for more than half a year.
Yep.
It makes me wonder if that's still how it is now. Like, does Nationwide sit empty for more than half of a year? Because think about it, fam. We just opened up another sports arena, the fucking Crew Stadium, and you know how I feel about that goddamn Crew Stadium. I know that there are a lot of people here in Columbus that love the Crew. Good on you, good on the team. Good team. But if that's the case for something like Nationwide Arena, damn believe that big old behemoth that they just built down there in the arena district is going to sit empty about 70% of the year.
I mean, you got to think.
Literally late winter, early spring, by the summertime.
Concerts typically happen Friday, Saturday, maybe Sunday.
So is that going to be the new concert spot?
The
soccer field?
It's going to be a new one, I would think.
The soccer field.
They did Rock on the Range at the other one, at the other Crew
Yeah,
Stadium.
but they do Breakaway there. So a music festival, cool.
They did Breakaway too.
Music festival, cool. It's downtown.
Sure.
How the fuck? How you gonna fit 5, 10,000, 20,000 people into that arena? Where are they gonna park? How they gonna get there? It ain't that many damn hotels downtown. Like,
they have
come on
parking
now.
there, but I don't know how it's going to suffice for that many people.
Yeah, come on, man. They can't have no music festival down there. That's why Mat Free is so dope, because it has the fairground parking.
Yeah.
It's built to have an outdoor. Yeah, we are so far off the topic. Back to winning time. But yeah, no, it just made me like think that, damn, even when this shit was popping, it still couldn't. It's in Hollywood, so you talking about concerts, hockey games, basketball games, Globetrotter games, whatever. Mm-hmm. Cirque du Soleil. It's Hollywood. So it's got to be something on, right? They can only get it booked on a good year half the time. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, already being about, what is he, about 2-3 million in the hole already? Mm-hmm. He need that, and he need it now. They need to be booked, sold out every night, 60, 70, 80% of the year.
Yep.
She's hitting him with, well, if we count our blessings and a couple things fall our way, and maybe a blessing from God, we may sell about 50%. What? But it ended up being a blessing for him because she was better served there, and then also she was the one person in the organization that shunned a light on Jeannie's talent and was able to kind of be a mentor to her. So it puts her in a better position to teach and to also help her grow.
Sure. In the way of, at least the way the story is being told here, in the way of basically stealing her ideas for the most part.
Well, the way I'm taking it is that you wouldn't even be in this room if it wasn't for me, right? Uh-huh. And I'm not going to stifle your creations. I'm not going to stunt your growth. Speak when you have an opinion.
Yeah.
Ultimately, it's on the decision maker to make the decision whether or not they're going to follow through on whatever idea it is you have. Mm-hmm. So even if it's your idea, it's still on the person at the head of the table to decide whether or not we're going to give it a shot.
That's true.
And that's important as well because she's the fucking boss's daughter. Mm-hmm. Everybody thinks she's there as an accessory. They think she's there to be a prop, you know, to make sure she gets a Beamer at the end of the semester or some shit like that. So, she needs that validation. Mm-hmm.
Jerry West confirms that Norm Nixon is his point guard. Then he meets up with Kareem about his plans of making Magic a 4, which is...
That boy hard-headed, man. That boy hard-headed.
Yep.
Hard-headed.
So we already talked about Magic dirty macking and then obviously getting on the basketball court against Bro with fucking polo shirt and jeans and everything, which is absolutely wild.
That was sad.
But he also stunts on Cookie's new boyfriend by stuffing his pocket with some cash. And then it was absolutely nuts that he's trying to get Cookie back at the shoe store, but meanwhile, he's getting some side cooch right before church. Magic is something fucking else.
I mean, look, man. It's like, so he knows what he's in for. But at the same time, Cookie is probably his one.
Yeah.
And he don't want her to get away. But at the same time, this ain't the time to be slowing down either.
For sure.
So this is kind of this is where the life of the celebrity kind of boils down to something that's a lot more common. And yeah, I got all this over here and I'm young and I still got all this time, but I got this person that I really like. So he just gonna keep pulling her along with him little by little, little by little, until he's ready. Well, you know, if you've lived any amount of life, you know how that turns out. And so eventually you got to choose, right? So we're not there yet, but we'll get there.
Red Auerbach ends up showing up to Dr. Buss's shindig, even though he said he wouldn't. Red gives Dr. Buss some advice that he should milk owning the Lakers for all it's worth and not try to compete because Red is going to continue to get more rings. Mm-hmm. Or so he thinks.
Yeah.
Jerry West ends up fixing his trophy from last episode. And then eventually he hands in his resignation in the middle of a meeting.
Dog, I'm about to smack the shit out of Jerry West. So now you done gave me a list of what you need, right? I told you I'd do whatever it is. Who do you want? We going to get them unlimited budget. Don't matter. I'm down. And so in the middle of our meeting, you're going to tell everybody that you're going to quit. You're going to tell everybody that you're about to quit. I'm sorry, what? What just happened, Jerry? What the fuck just happened? Now you done read me this sob story about what you don't have and what you can't do, and this, that, and the third, and blah, 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 blah. Woe is me. I can't get it done. I'm going to hand you, which is a better outlook than any of your peers are getting right now, because, yeah, they got the similar problems, but then they have to go fix them themselves. I'm going to do you one better. I'm going to give you the solutions that you're crying for now. I'm going to give them to you, hand them to you, easier than anybody has ever gotten them. You going to do anything with them? No. You going to fold, because it was never the lack of resource. It was never the idea that you couldn't because somebody else was doing something. It was you. It was you. You didn't do because you either didn't want to do or you couldn't do. Don't blame nobody else. Don't blame nobody else. No, because even, again, everything paid for, everything provided, you still ain't make it happen.
Yeah.
Still ain't make it happen.
Really no room for excuses when that
No, sir, it is not. Not at all.